Yeah,
building.
it's all visual. It's a visual kind
Right.
of setup. Right.
Right. There's this one specific scene where he's building, I think, a new Iron Man suit or something like that. And he's talking to Jarvis and he's like, hey, make me this suit. No. I want the leg to have this. And he like drags things around. No, this thing needs to move here. Then he rotates it with his hands. Like you're able to basically, that's what we're building. We're building your Iron Man suit for you. Right. We're Jarvis helping you build an Iron Man suit.
Right. So then you're seeing the suit come to life iteratively.
Correct.
Right. All right. So let's say we go through this iterative process, and I got it right. It's basically the setup that I want to use with my broker, and I'm happy with that. Then what?
Perfect.
Then what happens?
Then you'll hit the deploy button. And when you hit the deploy button, you'll be prompted to link your broker. So you can link it. You can either paper trade first or you could do real money. We suggest most people start with paper trading, right? Because even if you have a really good back test, when you run in real life, sometimes weird stuff happens, right? So start with paper trading, fake money, run it for a little while until you're comfortable, and then you can flip the switch, set it to real money, and run it that way.
And then how does that work? You're when you give permission through the API with your broker, let's just say, that command goes directly to your broker through your profile. Is that right?
Yes. So from a technical standpoint, what we do is we'll run your bot on a server instance, like an instance of an EC2 on AWS for those who are more technically inclined.
Yeah.
Right. Basically, a little computer running in the cloud that's running your code 24/7 in a loop. Right. And then when it finds that it needs to place a trade, it has access to your API, to your broker, sends that buy order, sends that sell order, or gets your positions or gets your orders or whatever it needs to do. It can have that communication with your broker through this little computer that's living probably somewhere in North Virginia in a giant server farm somewhere, right? You own that little sliver that's doing whatever commands you asked it to do.
Okay. And then again, bringing up concerns, potential concerns of people viewing and listening. APIs tend to communicate in both directions. So can you give folks assurance that my information with my broker is secure despite this connection through you?
Yeah, we do a lot of things to keep security as high as possible, right? Of course, security is very important here, right? At the very base level, right? When we're communicating with your broker, there's already a layer of security because people are not able to take out money, withdraw, deposit money, anything like that in your brokerage account because we don't own it, right?
Right.
This lives with someone else. So that's already one layer of security. They're not going to withdraw your money, right? Because we don't want that access. I don't want that access. You know what I mean?
So you have no touch points with the money. It's more providing instruction for the broker with obvious informed consent here to do a trade.
Correct. Yes. We can trade. We can get your positions. We can get your account value. We cannot deposit or withdraw money.
Okay.
Completely
and
off.
Then my secondary question to that is you're building up a substantive database of my financials at my broker as well as your other clients. So I'm assuming that just sits with you guys.
Yeah, correct. We don't sell data. This data is very valuable. So we
all right. I'm bringing up the obvious here to assuage folks and, encourage them potentially to give you guys a whirl.
Yeah.
So in summary, on the innovation side, we've got a vibe coding resource for trading using all the goodies that you described. The interface, as you described, is really like a fintech GPT. You go in, you see what's going on. You could tweak it, tell it to tweak, much like you're on Lovable building a website. You're building a trade or you're building a sequence of trades and conceivably even building up a portfolio of different ways that you can go about trading.
Correct.
And you don't touch the money. You have nothing to do with the money of your investors. And you have an API or backend connection to their brokers to essentially just facilitate these trades that the investor, him or herself, has vibe coded with you.
Correct. Exactly.
Okay.
That's a very good description. Yes.